You're watching Youth Beat!
Hi mga kabit, na pag-aralan natin sa ating social studies at saka sociology na subject na ang family na nag-start ang government, which is, it is the smallest unit of organization. Kaya naman kailangan nating pabulaanan ang pinagsasabi ko dito. And we need to interview, of course, a politically inclined na professional. And here with me today is the Director of the Public Information Office here at the University of Northern Philippines, and of course, he is also a political analyst. Here with me today is Mr. Johnny Alagatan.
Hello.
Sir, in your own perception, what is a leader, sir?
A leader is somebody who listens to his or her constituents. A leader is somebody who could serve. He serves not only for his personal gain, but of course we cannot deny the fact that usually when somebody serves, it must be also for his gain, but more of it should be for the interest of the majority rather than satisfying only his interest.
Okay, sir. Sir, sa mga kabataan po na nagiging leader na tinatahak na nila ang politics, ano naman po yung masasabi natin dito, sir?
Actually, that is a good avenue among this young to be exposed in politics that early. So by the time when they grow, they could become good leaders, because training should start at this earliest possible opportunity for them. So when they start this young, definitely they will be shaped into better politicians in the future.
How about political dynasty, sir? What are your further insights about this?
Political dynasty can also be said to be not so bad enough, but it also has its good effects, because usually when we talk about these families who started to be politicians, and when somebody will again emerge to be coming out from the same family, it's just good because they are already trained to lead. Whereas if we are to start anew with somebody who will have to lead us again, then it might just be very hard for them to cope up the demands for the interest of their constituents. So I think we should not set aside political dynasty, but to accept it, but only with its limits.
Sir, if you're going to compare the leaders of this generation and the past, sir, how does it differ?
I think the present time that we have compared to the early times could be said to be, at least at this time, it is already elevating to a higher level. During the past, it was claimed by media practitioners and those individuals who have access to the government that there were corruptions, etc. But at this time, at least, we already could see that indeed these acts charged off on politicians is already being limited, and there are only fewer instances now. As a matter of fact, if they charge somebody, those are only acts which were done in the past and many years back, rather than only last year or what.
In your own perception, are leaders born or made?
They are actually made, not born, because you need to practice indeed. Which why earlier in my statement I was telling that it's good that young individuals, should be exposed that early in politics, so they could train and be better politicians in the future. Because if they will have to start late, then it might just be very hard for them to embrace the work which might be handed to them.
Sir, what can you say about yung mga gumagamit po, ina-abuse po yung pagiging leader nila? Or should I say, kung for an instance, they involve sa corruption?
In that particular scene that you had cited, there should be no place for them. because people at this time are becoming vigilant already, that they watch all the actions of our leaders, and then once they see something, they expose it publicly because of the freedom which has been given indeed to everyone. So with this exercise of freedom among each one of us, then it will already be very easy for anyone to expose it publicly, and then to fight this illegal acts. So I think they should not be doing it anymore, because chances are they will surely be exposed by the public.
Sir, in this university po, yung student council natin, this 2013, we all know that we do have two politically inclined students na naglaban for
Yes.
the position for president. What can you say about it? Naging mainit ba yung laban? Or
Actually, these two are classmates, and then with this exercise that they had done, actually until this time they are friends. As a matter of fact, during the campaign, I saw them outside, that they even go together to campaign. So as if there were no rivalry between these two students competing for one position. And then when the decision came that one won and then the other lost, then it was heartily accepted by the losing candidate. So this is what is something good with these two opposing candidates for just one position.
is it the first time na may naglaban na political science na dalawang classmates?
I think it's the first time that they are even classmates. During the past, one would come from another unit, the other would come from another unit. But this time, in one college, one course, and even in 1 year level, both of them are fourth-year students of political science, and they are classmates in all their subjects. So it's good that at least in there, we did not see any rivalry between them.
Sa mga kabataan po na gustong tahakin ang politics at mga leaders na rin po natin, may mga mensahe po ba kayong gustong sabihin?
For the youth who have the chance to run in public office or to become officers in any organization, it's good to be exposing there, because this could be a good stepping stone for them, and even to develop their potentials and their ability to rule or to govern. So with this act of exposing themselves to this kind of activity at this earliest possible time, they will grow to be good leaders.
Hi mga kabit!
Alam niyo ba dito sa episode natin ngayon, I learned that nagsisimula sa family, it is the smallest organization na merong namumuno at saka mga miyembro, 'di ba? Our father, our mother, saka tayong mga miyembro, 'di ba? And kayo, ano bang na-learn nyo dito sa episode natin ngayon?
Sa akin, during my interview, napag-alaman ko na si Miss Lovely pala ang pangatlong naging SC President sa University of Northern Philippines.
At well, in fact, tinutukan talaga natin yung yung election nila, di ba?
Election talaga.
Na napakainit, dalawang political science ang naglaban, mga politically inclined students nga sila. Ikaw
Tapos
naman.
mag-friends pa sila.
Oo, mga friends pa talaga.
Actually, when I asked the students of the University of Northern Philippines, nalaman ko na for them, yung mga politicians, parang wala yun sa heredity. It's not hereditary. Ang position, parang leaders are made. Yun nga yung sabi nila. Pero meron din naman nagsabing teacher na leaders are born.
Okay. Iba-iba man yung opinion tsaka reaction nila, di ba, Phil and Debs. Pero in my case, since I was in elementary, naging leader na din ako. High school, spiritual leader, academic leader. Since nag-college ako, and I think malaki yung impact na natulong ng family ko sa pag-mold sa akin bilang isang leader. Well, of course, sa opinion nila na leaders are made, leaders are born, iba-iba man yung perception ng mga tao, pero I suppose na sa part ko naman na naging leader, of course, leadership is not just a position, it is a big obligation na kailangan din ng tamang action, di ba?
Tama ka dyan, Ryan. At syempre, ang family, it plays an important role bilang the smallest unit na sa society. Sila yung humuhubog. At syempre, sila na rin yung parang humubog na, nagmo-mold
Okay.
sa mga bata.
Oo, naniniwala ako talaga na yung mga taong pinapanganak talagang may kakayahan ng maging leader. Depende na lamang sa kanila kung paano nila ito hahasain.
Okay. Sana kayong mga kabit, madami kayong natutunan sa aming episode about young politicians and student leaders. So, dito na nagtatapos ang ating episode. Naisang namin pasalamatan ang bumubuo ng Provincial Government of Ilocos Sur headed by Governor Ryan Singson and Vice Governor D.B. Sabillano, and of course to our Provincial Administrator, hi Ms. Cara, kayo, personal greetings na.
I would like to thank Mary Pauline Salon and Spa, of course, Unica Leica for our accessories, si Dr. Bog Francis.
Okay, ako naman ang Municipality of San Vicente, headed by Mayor Jose Tabanda III and Vice Mayor Nancy D. Tabanda at ang Jacobs Pharmaceuticals. Ikaw?
King Harry Furniture located at San Vicente, and then Sono Contento. Tiyak makukontento kayo sa sarap ng ihahain.
And of course, wag din natin kakalimutan ang Mega Fitness Gym owned and managed by Mr. Michael Chan. At yung mga personal greetings natin, ang Lazo family po ng San Vicente. To lovely Lazo po, ang bagong SC President. Congratulations, lovely! And ano ba, sa ating
Dito
of
sa venue.
course, oo.
Oo.
Of course, ang Hidden Garden po na napaka-cozy ng lugar, napaka-sarap pasyalan talagang tourist destination ang Hidden Garden. And to Mr. Francis Flores po ng Hidden Garden, thank you po. And of course, to all of the PTV staff, huwag natin nakalimutan, i-greet nyo na.
Si Sir Dennis Florendo.
Oo, napagawa nating
Hey,
editor.
Sir Kelly,
Oo. Si
Sir Dan,
si Direk Dan.
At si Grace din.
Oo. Si Grace ng Hidden Garden. Hi! At sa lahat po ng staff ng Hidden Garden na lagi nakatutok sa ating programa. At sa lahat po ng sumusuporta ng Youth Beat. And of course, ano pang papasalamatan natin?
Siyempre sa University of Virgin Philippines, to all the students and to all professors. Dyan.
Okay.
Thank you po. Hi.
okay, hi to Paharillo family from Malalim.
Okay,
And
to my mom,
Esmeralda.
to my dad. At sa lahat po ng mga leaders natin. And of course, sa ating gobernador ngayon na si Governor Ryan Luis Singson, na pangalawang pinakabatang gobernador sa buong Pilipinas. Ngayong henerasyon natin. Oo, di
In
ba?
line with leadership din yan.
Oo, di ba?
Tapos hi to Faye Raquel.
Oh, Firacle ang best friend ng bayan, and of course to my friend Miss Ash Guevero. Hi po.
Hi, Ate Ann.
At dito na nagtatapos ang ating episode. Hanggang sa muli, sabay-sabay nating pakinggan ang kanilang adhikain
Kilalanin ang kanilang tagumpay.
At alamin ang solusyon sa kanilang problema.
at makiisa
Sa pulso ng mga kabataan.
Ako ang inyong official kabit, Ryan Lazo.
Ako ang iyong pambansang kabit, Phil Pajarillo.
Ako ang kabit ng bayan, ang inyong Ate Deb.
This is Youth Beat. Mula, of course, sa ating sa pag-aaralan natin since elementary.
Keep watching Youth Beat, only at PTV Ilocos.
Youth Beat would like to thank the following sponsors.
Gimme